Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Golden Poise family. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Baby was just, she wanted me to touch on having a balance in our relationship and how I support her as a partner and help her like as a new mom to make that experience better for her so that it's not overwhelming. So that's what this video is about. I hope you get some value out of it.
When you become a new parent, it's very like dive-in type of situation, especially at the beginning. So as the male, as the guy, as the leader of the house, also as my support system, tell us about how you made life easier for me.
Well, first things first, obviously when you bring a baby into the mix, it's a different dynamic. When you were pregnant, it was more about the belly. Right? It's like, oh my, look, he's moving. Oh, look at the hands. Oh, you look so cute today. You know, like we didn't really think about the aspect of when this baby actually does come, there's going to be changes. Like we knew we were going to have to make changes, but we didn't understand. Obviously, we had never experienced that until, you know, Ezzy showed up. When Ezra basically arrived, it was go time. I wanted to make sure that I didn't want you to be overwhelmed. I wanted to do as much as I possibly can to make things easier for you, even though I didn't think anything was easy, just because of the process. But I think the critical thing, and I thought about that all the time, was your sanity. Like I felt like for me to do more so that you could be a better mom to Easy. One of the things I'd say I did earlier on was to just take on more things and take more initiative. You know, things as little as doing the dishes, cleaning the house, so you don't even have to worry about house chores. Like, because I wanted your focus to just be you and Easy, because he already demands a lot. And, you know, things like taking Easy so that you can have some time to yourself where, you know, he's crying and he just won't stop crying. And then I'll grab him and just take him from that vicinity and just say, hey man, we're gonna have to deal with this together, you and I, right? Like mama needs some time. Like we gotta give mama some time so that, you know, she can bounce back and, you know, go recharge her battery, because right now her battery's low, right? Things like that. Things like changing him more, because obviously I couldn't breastfeed him. I've been told that I'm starting to have boobs, but I don't have any milk.
No, I'm looking at
Can you see my boobs?
Yeah.
Nice and perky. Okay. I'm just joking. So you had to, you know, like breastfeed him, like especially when a new baby's like starting to breastfeed, like you know how demanding that is. Like he's breastfeeding like literally all the time. We were barely getting any sleep. You know, we have 3 bedrooms, thank God. So I take Ezra to one of the other rooms. I'm like, okay, it's just gonna be you and me in this room. Mama's she needs to sleep. She's basically been a zombie for 2 days. Like I felt like taking care of her took care of our son.
Right.
The fact that I was able to do those things where I'm like, babe, don't worry about Ezra. I got him. Like I got him today. It's me and him. Go get some sleep. Like I remember that time you were so exhausted. Like I could literally see, like you were drained. And I said, okay, I'm gonna take him for 2 days. I took him into that room and it was me and him.
2 days?
Yeah, it was like back-to-back nights.
Yeah, but it's not a complete day.
Not a complete day. I mean, where is he gonna, he's not gonna feed on my booby. But when I say 2 days, I mean like back-to-back nights where we spent in that room so that you could get sleep.
He comes back for feeding.
Yeah, he comes back to feed. And then you could get like straight up sleep. Like you could really feel rested. And the one thing you said to me after those 2 days, you said, babe, I really needed this. And you were so appreciative, and then you were glowing. You had this shine again. I'm like, man, she is overcharged. I'm like, here you go. Take him. Now I need to go charge my battery. But I feel like it's essential to like step up big time. And for me, that was the key.
By taking initiative.
If you ask me to do it, it makes me feel like that means I'm not paying attention. Because for it to get to the point where you have to ask me to do it, then that means my game is, something's wrong. I should be like taking notice and I should help. I stepped up my game overall. You know, we were supposed to have her mom here. We were supposed to have my mom here. But COVID happened and, you know, plans changed, and
it was just you and I.
Yeah, and then it was just you and I. I think the critical thing, if I'm to focus on just what I'm doing, because I don't want to say what I did, because I'm still doing it, right? Because now we're at the point, obviously he's much older now. He sleeps through the night, thank God. Now it's just doing different things, you know, like giving you some me time, you know, taking him for a couple hours, maybe go somewhere else, or just go take him for a drive so that you can get some time, because you're always with him, right? Feed him and all kinds of things, right? So I just feel like overall, it's not necessarily taking care of your baby. I think it's taking care of your spouse, you know?
By taking care of the baby?
Yes. In this case, I knew that if she was rested, then she would be a better mom. Or she would be in the right mind frame to deal with easy. Taking care of her means changing more diapers. See what I mean? Like when I say that, I mean the focal point should be your partner, and that's where it stems for me, right? Is taking care of you would be doing more for easy, which gives you time to yourself, which gives you time to recoup, time to sleep, time to rest. Time to, because it never stopped, right? Because like you still had to be a wife to me, I still had to be a husband to you, but we have Easy, who commands, you know, basically he the boss, you know, like he commands all the attention, right? As he should.
So basically your first point is take initiative, and you gave us quite a few examples. Your second point will be,
I didn't sum it all up.
Okay. I wanted you to talk a little bit about how you have a full-time job that demands a lot of your attention, even when you're at home. So it's easy for you to give that as an excuse to say, hey, I'm tired. Yeah. And stuff, but you still come, and you actually asked to do his nighttime routine. Can you tell us a little bit?
Okay. So for me, like when I think about relationship, you know, and what it means to be a father, and what it means to be a husband, that definition for me is different for everyone else, right? Just the same way I have different values from other people do, right? So that for me is critical because I live by those values. Like those are my, I can't function without those. I'm lost. So those values tie into my belief of what I think or what I believe that a dad, a father, a husband should be. And one of those things is, yes, I have a full-time job. It's pretty demanding. And sometimes I feel like it never ends because even when I'm home, I'm still working, right? But I have a family. I have a son. You know, it doesn't matter how tired I am. I just don't feel like that's an excuse. Because to me, that's my time. I want to be able to do stuff with Easy. I want to be able to still come home and help. Let's take off the hat from work. Now I'm going to put on my hat to be a dad and be a husband, because it doesn't stop just because just because I'm tired. And yes, I get days where I'm like super exhausted.
You ask for help.
I ask for help.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's. But when I think about like what it entails and just the value for me, it outweighs anything else. Like, it's already hard enough for me to be away from him and to be away from you. So now the little time that I do have when I come home, I'm gonna now spend that away from the both of you? Makes no sense to me. And honestly, when I come home and I see Easy, and obviously now he's way more aware. He sees you and he immediately knows that's daddy, right? And he's like, he's like jumping and gets so excited. Like, how do you not have energy? Like, that's like a invitation. It's like, yo, what's up, dude? I haven't seen you in a few hours. So, come on now, you got some things to catch up on. I just have immediate, I don't know where that energy comes from, but it's like a surge of energy that I get. Yeah. And I just go at it, right? And for me too, that's like a happy place. I see you, I see him, everything else. Just, I immediately feel fantastic. Because I'm like, this is where I'm meant to be. Tallying that into helping you, like I took on his night routine. Right. And for me too, I think it's a little selfish. When I say selfish, I don't mean like negatively. I think it's selfish because I need that. Because I'm like, I'm not here, most especially on weekdays. So taking on that night routine, it's like you deal with all the stuff you deal with, you come home, and I look at my boy and I'm like, daddy's got you. And just giving him, like, making him feel loved. I want him to feel my presence like I never left. Because to me, I'm like, yes, babies have short-term memories right now, but I know. He doesn't know, but I know. And that's a huge value for me because I want to be the best dad that I can be to him, right?
You're a great dad.
And I want to be the best husband that I can be to you. You've been with him all day. I mean, I love my child, and I know you love him as well, baby. But sometimes, just especially when you get all day, sometimes you need a break. Thank God, Easy is like one of the easiest babies. Like, literally, Easy is what I call him. But that's like obviously because his name is Ezra, and I love calling him Easy. But anyways, like I said, I took on the night routine, so he gets a shower every other day, and then obviously feeding him, giving him a massage. Just taking my time with him. I've learned to make my time more like it's quicker now, but I still take my time. Babes doesn't think I take my time enough just because she's much slower. But that's because she's slower to do the stuff that I would do quicker. So I think that's a big one. It's something that I need on a daily basis, and it makes me feel good on the inside. And I know that I'm playing my role and not using my work as an excuse. And sometimes, honestly, I don't think that's enough, because I think about everything that baby is doing and having to just play that role every single day, right? And I think about if the roles were reversed, like, and she had to go out to go to work, and I'm stuck, like, I don't want to use the word stuck, but I'm having to take care of Easy. I mean, it's a big job, It's understated the amount of work that moms, and this is unpaid, by the way, labor that moms go through on a daily basis. It's not stressed upon enough until you have to do it. I still don't think that's enough. So I try to get up in the mornings when Easy needs to eat, and I just let babe get more sleep, because yes, I gotta work right away, but it's the right thing to do. Like, I feel like it's selfish for me to still be sleeping just because I have to go out to work, so I need more rest. It's like she works more than I do, right? Like my work has an ending. Hers never ends. Like, so why wouldn't I wake up to, feed our child so that she can get the extra 2 hours of sleep? Like, woof, I'm doing great. Like that's amazing. Yeah, so just things like that. Again, this is from our perspective, and this is based on our relationship. And this is obviously based on the things that I value. It doesn't mean you have to value the same things I value. We're not experts. We're just sharing what we do in our family and our relationship and our baby. Yeah, overall, I say step up, bro. Like, seriously, step up. Sometimes I just want to do something for myself, but I made the decision. I committed to having a baby. So you can't pick and choose. You can't be like, okay, I'll have a kid, but I'm not going to be responsible. Step up, help her. Helping her helps you. If you really think about it, because that's how I feel. I feel like helping her helps me because it helps her sanity, and she's a happy mom. We have a happy baby, a healthy baby. I look forward to coming home every day because I know that I'm going into a positive space. I'm going to a space where it makes me better. It will pay dividends if you actually helped your spouse and just do what needs to be done. It really isn't much, right? Or you could decide to switch roles. How about you take care of the baby 24/7 and let her go to work? Hopefully it resonates with someone and you find some value. And so thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting us. We love you. Thank you.
Thanks, babes. That was great.
That was good?
That was great, not good.
Hey, mic person. You got what you needed?
Oh, turn off the mic? You're telling the mic person?
Yeah, because I'm like, you got what you needed? Is it good? Production team.
Dreaming.